rally a bonfire of conspiracy theories.
Have you watched the January 6th hearings?
I have.
What do you think?
I think they're a bunch of...
Why?
Well, because do you have both sides, or are you getting one side of the story?
You mean like the side that attacked the Capitol?
You really believe that happened?
I was there.
Okay. I have a lot of people that were there, too.
And
saw things that it wasn't what they say it was.
But there's been hundreds of Trump supporters now charged. A lot of them have pled guilty.
And do you think it's right for those people to have those people in jail and not get any justice in our American system? Are you kidding me?
Do you think it was right that they attacked the Capitol?
They didn't. That was an inside job, buddy.
Were you guys able to follow that? CNN's correspondent Donnie O'Sullivan did go to this Trump rally and ask people about January 6th, specifically since this January 6th hearings are coming out exposing all of this madness, all the things that they really didn't think happened with absolute precise detail. That's why many of them wouldn't watch. And the ones that have watched, of course, gave excuses like that. It's Antifa, it's BLM, or it just didn't even happen. There's more, let's watch.
Have you guys been watching the January 6th hearings at all?
No.
No?
No, we saw it when it all went down, and then we saw like a lot of the BLM and the Antifa people in the building as well, and it's just nonsense.
But I think like 800 people now have been charged, right?
Yeah.
None of them are Black Lives Matter or Antifa.
Yeah,
They're
doesn't
not charging
mean anything.
them.
That doesn't
Correctly.
mean
They
anything.
have
in
not
this
been
country.
brought into court for their due process because they have not been arrested.
Hunter Biden hasn't been arrested.
Trump has told lies about the election in that he said he didn't really lose. Do you think that all the lies about the election are damaging for American democracy?
You believe he lied?
Do you not?
No, I do not. I don't. Why he won?
But these are no longer fringe ideas. A majority of Republicans do not believe Biden legitimately won the election.
So it's not just these folks at these rallies. There's more, but there's plenty there already.
Yeah, again, like people got to understand, and we talked about this yesterday too, is that these people, like if you get your typical MSNBC soccer mom who like loves Rachel Maddow, she spends an hour on Maddow. She might listen to NPR and move on with her day. These people listen to hate radio, talk radio all day. They're on the internet. They're watching Fox News. Like they're immersed in the propaganda. Like it's being washed over them in a way that's distinct from how people on our side consume their news. So I'm not surprised that they've been deluded by all that constant propaganda and messaging from the right wing. Only thing I would say, I wish that dude would have asked him, all right, we get it, you love Trump, you think he does everything right. Like, what do you want out of this country? Like, I would love for him to have asked him, like, what do you expect from a president? What do you expect him to do for you policy-wise? Like, would you like better healthcare? Like, do you think the infrastructure in your community is good? Like, are you satisfied with your job and your pay? And stuff like that. Like, I would have loved to see the part 2 of that. But yeah, these people being completely deluded, and like on one hand, it didn't happen. On the other hand, it's like inside job. Like I don't know what to do with this.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. It just doesn't.
Because what they normally do is follow the lead of the person who told them what to say, from the pundits to the politicians, and specifically their king, Donald Trump. Whatever he tells them to do. You understand, every time you watch any of these, it's always a bit of a I guess a 75% version of the things that Donald Trump says, because they can't specifically completely get the whole stupid thought. So they get like the majority of the stupid thought. Then when a follow-up question is asked, there's absolutely no response because they haven't been told what to say yet.
Do not touch her. Don't.
Pay attention to those guys, those roided out guys in green polos that are 2 sizes too small as we go through this story, because they apparently are hired security by the Trump Save America PAC at an event that they were having at the same hotel that these SEIU members were having. Just randomly, but let's go to details of what happened here, because this footage was sent to Raw Story by a 26-year-old Mackenzie N, who works at the Services Employees International Union, SEIU, showed a group of protesters being attacked by a group of men. The protesters were shouting, as you heard, "No Trump, no KKK, and Fascist USA." They put out a banner that said "Indict Trump." Again, in the area where they are allowed to be, where they paid to be. At least 2 white men in green shirts, beards, and man buns grabbed the "Indict Trump" banner and stormed off, while hotel security ran towards the scene, as you saw in the back end of that. McKenzie described the men as, quote, hired goons of Trump's. But SEIU was able to confirm from the hotel that the security were actually hired by the America First nonprofit group to run security for their event, The SEIU staff were holding their conference on what appeared to be the second floor, while the America First conference was on the first floor. That's according to Mackenzie, the woman who took those videos. The America First attendees had to walk through their area to get to the small America First meeting, which I think was a bit of a logistics problem there. Again, these goons that were hired to run security for the America Save PAC stuff, here, just check them out in this clip. They're trying to enter the SEIU conference and tell them what to do as if there's some kind of security for the entire hotel. So let's watch that.
So it doesn't matter. Right now, we're time to go. I'm telling you guys.
Sir, you can no longer film in here. Sir.
This is our area. We pay for this.
That's great. You've also been uninvited.
Okay, get away from here. Thank you.
They were.
Oh, well, then they gotta go.
We have a right to be here.
But
This is our area.
which area is yours? This area is all day. That area is all day. It's not short.
Actually, we did pay for we had like food and stuff out here.
Sir,
This is
sir,
clear.
you don't have the right.
Oh, I don't know.
So let's recap that last part. There's more guys in those green polos running up in the SEIU area, telling them they can't be here, you can't film, what are you doing? That's not your area, that's not your security arena. But there's this privilege that's involved. They think, I can tell people what to do, and then when finally someone pushes back, they have to run off. And lastly, you saw those police and actual security folks that were for the hotel telling the SEIU folks, well, maybe you guys should stay in the room. Hell no, we paid for all of this. Why aren't you running these roided, bald-headed, red-faced people off? Weird how that works, Waz.
Yeah, it's sad. These are just hired thugs and goons, as you said. It's funny that the name of their pack has America in it, because they clearly hate and can't stand all of the ideals that America stands for. Like, these people are just exercising their right, freedom of speech, freedom to protest. They're doing it in a lawful, contained area. They're just letting themselves be known. They're not hurting anybody. They're just saying words, holding up signs. You might disagree with those signs, but this is America. People are allowed to do that. And these goons, they just hate it. They hate that. They don't want to see that. And honestly, they're the most unpatriotic people that we have in this country.